And now, from Time Served Records, the label that brought you the timeless classics, like Judge Simpson and his jazz flute and the geniuses behind Judge Webster sings the Sallyport Blues, for the first time on ever compact disc, DJ John Michael and his hits I Never Gotta Notice. And who can forget I Didn't Lie or Nothing I Promise? You will be soothed by his raspy vocals as he serenades you with the smooth melodies of I Am Not Asking My Pregnant Wife to Pay. And finally, I am new to all of this, so take a minute to listen to a sample. Enjoy.
1-5. And appearance, counsel?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke, appearing on behalf of my client. This time extended to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Bartolotta, your name, please.
Joseph Michael Bartolotta.
All right, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
As the arraignment, we waive formal reading. My client stands mute.
Waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And as to, the court will indicate that the pretrial will be scheduled for May 30th. At 9:30 a.m. And counsel as to bond.
Your Honor, my client's 43 years old. Right now he lives alone, but he is expecting a baby in 3.5 weeks with his fiance. They're only living separate because they're saving up money, and she's residing, I believe, with family. He works 6 days a week. He's a very hard worker. He works for Billy's Roofing. He indicates he's not on probation or parole and that he will appear at any and all future court dates. He maintains that this sort of behavior is quite out of character and he will comply with any and all terms and conditions. I would be asking consideration for the court to entertain a personal bond. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and so Mr. Bartolotta.
Yes, ma'am.
You work full time?
Yes, ma'am. 6 days a week, almost 7 sometimes, because we're gonna need the money for the baby. And the weather's finally getting right too, so we're more busy now.
Okay, so then how do you still receive food stamps, sir? If you're working full time?
Oh, because usually most of the time roofing and 1099 are under the table technically, so. And I actually don't even receive that card no more. This month will be the first time that I didn't hear you, sorry.
Sir, you just filled out this financial affidavit form, correct?
Yes, ma'am. The paperwork, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
About
and on that document, it indicates it's a felony for you to provide false information. Does it not?
Oh, I didn't lie on nothing, ma'am, I promise.
Well, you just said you're not even really receiving those food stamps anymore, but yet you indicated that you received those food stamps on your form. So which is it? I thought
it meant like a history if I ever had any type of assistance. That's the only type of assistance I've ever had outside of me working at, my regular job. I apologize. I definitely wouldn't, it's no felony for, a bridge card or nothing like that. At all.
What's not a felony for a bridge card, sir?
You said something about a felony and I said bridge card and I circled bridge card. That's the only type of assistance I've ever had. That's how I was answering the question. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Sir, do you receive food stamps or no?
No, ma'am. I don't receive nothing but a paycheck. No, ma'am. No. Sorry, I'm sorry, my mind's somewhere else. I apologize.
Sir, the question under monthly income says, do you receive any public assistance? Not did you, it says do you.
Sorry, no, I do not, besides a paycheck. I work for money, that's all. I pay for groceries with money. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this.
And then it says that you receive $200 a month in public assistance is what it says.
That's because that's where if you want to say I do, okay. I'm not used to this, man. I'm sorry. I don't even act like this. I got passed out my bed that night. I'm frustrated. I got a baby on the way, my first child. So I apologize. My mind's other places. I just need to be out working as much as I can for this baby.
I'm just trying to figure out your credibility so I know whether or not I can believe you.
I mean, you can have the officer check my hands if you want my hands all busted. All I do is roof almost every chance I get. And it's usually dark to dark, so I'm usually into that at night like I was the other night. I thought I having a seizure, and then that's when kind of me and the ambulance people got into our verbal disagreement.
Hold on.
And then
hold on. What's happening with the Flat Rock matter from 2021? It shows that there's a warrant requested for felony robbery.
Oh no, that was dropped not guilty. That was a mistaken identity. I was released and everything.
Okay, what about October? What about October of 21 in Southgate? Felony sexual assault and felony burglary. There was a warrant requested. Whatever happened with that matter?
Oh, hold on. You said what? I'm sorry, man. You said sexual assault. That wasn't me. I don't even have no warrants, ma'am.
Sir, I didn't see any warrants. I just asked if you knew there was a warrant requested. It doesn't show if it was approved or not. That's why I was just asking what happened with that matter.
I would never hurt no woman.
Sir, that wasn't my question.
No, ma'am, I was never notified of it. I can say everything. I've been pulled over numerous times. So.
Okay. What about February of this year in Allen Park, dangerous drugs?
Oh no, we were pulled over. Me and my fiance were pulled over at Dixon Southfield, and for no insurance. And they said that there was a paraphernalia, and I didn't want to let her go down for it.
Well, okay.
I don't know if it had something to do with weed, and because she didn't have a weed card or something like that.
Sir, did you take care of that matter, or is that matter pending? Is there a warrant?
There is no warrant, ma'am.
Did you take care of that matter?
They didn't even arrest us. They didn't even go in here.
I didn't ask if you, sir. I understand that.
I feel like you're not.
You were sent. Please stop interrupting me. You were sent a notice to appear. So did you take care of that matter?
I never got no notice to appear, ma'am. I would never avoid something as frivolous as that. To lose my job and be in jail and everything else. Not with a baby on the way.
Okay, tell me about the matter from April 9th in Taylor. So, misdemeanor public peace. What happened there?
A 7-Eleven, correct?
Yes, possible.
Got into a verbal altercation with somebody at a store. Police showed up. Further, the altercation further. I went to jail for like 2.5 days. They let me out. That was it, because they say the same kind of scenario, but I got frustrated because I got snatched out of my bed. I was laying at home minding my own business, and they thought I was gonna have a seizure, and I didn't want to be seen by the doctors because I had seizures a lot.
That was in Taylor?
No, that was not in Taylor. Taylor, I had a verbal altercation with somebody at the liquor or at the 7-Eleven, whatever kind of store you want to call that, convenience store, on Telegraph in Eureka. Police showed up. We continued having one, so then they took us both into custody. And then they let us out like 2 days later after I seen the drugs and stuff like this on a computer. No violence, nothing like that. It was more verbal, like disorderly.
Okay, well, apparently, sir, there's a couple warrants out for your arrest out of Allen Park.
Oh my God. Can I ask you for what? Do no crimes, man.
Sir?
I'm just working to do the right
Allen
thing.
Park. Hold on, sir.
I try to do right.
Perhaps it's for not showing up for the drug charge. I don't know. But
Can I
the
ask you
warrants have
what
been
happens from
confirmed.
here?
I'm sorry?
Can I ask you what happens from here then? 'Cause I'm obviously gonna lose my jobs.
Well, sir, the court
Am
wants
I
to make
trying-
sure you're going to, the court wants to make sure you're going to appear. The court also wants to make sure, can you please stop interrupting?
You're talking to me, I'm just trying to respond, I'm sorry.
You
I'm
need to wait
frustrated.
until I'm done talking. You need to wait until I'm done talking, sir, before you respond, because our recording system can only pick up one person at a time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The court's going to indicate, based upon the charges, based upon the fact that, based upon your criminal history, based upon the 2 warrants for your arrest, the court's going to indicate a $5,000 10% bond. In the event you post bond, you're not to be released without an alcohol tether in the Wayne County Jail. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed.
I'm not gonna be able to post bond, so what happens?
Anything else, counsel?
I'm not gonna be able to post bond, so what happens now? I don't have no family.
Well, I thought you just said you had a fiance that is pregnant with your child.
I'm not taking money from my pregnant fiance.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you would consider her family. All right, counsel, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, thank you. We'll see you back on May 30th. Thank you. We'll be off the record. And I
Act
think
now, and we will throw in straight from Amarillo, Texas. The Condiment sings an absolute chart topper. I start a job tomorrow. These can all be yours for the low price of a low. Price of a like and subscribe to this channel. Operators are standing by. The first 50 callers will receive this commemorative Mike McNally umbrella. Time served is waiting to hear from you.
Okay, so you also have Tapius and then you have some others. So let's start with this real quickly. See what we have. How old are you?
22.
22, okay. That's right. So, okay, I'm gonna start with the ones where you haven't entered any pleas on these, and I'm gonna tell you what they are, and you need to let me know how you plead on them, okay?
Okay.
So, and then we'll talk about the capious, the ones you already pled on and didn't finish paying or do any of that. So, okay, first, let's start with August 12th, 2020. You stopped for and issued citation for failing to maintain financial responsibility. Second fine range on that is $350 to $1,000. You want to enter a plea of not guilty in order to have time to hire an attorney or have a trial on that.
I'll do guilty.
Okay. I have down here that you've been in jail 2 days. Yeah, 2 days, right? Or
Yes.
what, yesterday and today. Okay. So I'll give you $300 jail credit, release you to report on the remaining balance, release you to report, come see me by 2 p.m. the first business day following your release, okay?
Okay.
So then on, okay, then on July 11th, 2020, you were stopped in a Honda Civic, issued citations for failing to maintain financial responsibility. Second, did I just say this? No, you had another one. Another one of the financial responsibility seconds and no driver's license. How do you wish to plead on those?
Where was that one at?
It says okay, so it was you were in a 2003 Honda Civic and it was on Southeast 10th and South Grand Street.
Okay, good.
Okay, does that ring a bell?
Yes, yes.
Okay, how do you plead on those?
I'm guilty for good.
Okay, on your guilty plea, I will find you guilty. Guilty pleas, I'll find you guilty, and I will be time serving you on the no driver's license, and then you will owe $398 on your insurance. Second, I'll release you to report. Come see me by 2 p.m. to talk about how to pay it. All right. And then on November 10th, 2011, you were stopped and issued, okay, so you were stopped in a 2015 Chrysler 200 series. This is 3400 block of Southwest 6, about noon, and you were issued citation. Received a citation for failing to maintain financial responsibility, second offense, and no driver's license. How do you wish to plead on those?
Guilty. Okay.
On your guilty plea, please, I'll find you guilty. So assess the finding court costs, and you will get $300 jail credit. You'll be time served on the no driver's license, but you'll owe $433 on the no insurance. Second, so I'll release you to report. Come see me, and we'll talk about how to pay that balance. First business day, following your release by 2 p.m. Okay, and then let's talk about your cases. You have, let me see. So looks like you had pled in 8/6 of 2019, you pled guilty to speeding and no driver's license. Let's see, and then also 6/11/2020, you pled to a no insurance ticket. You pled guilty on that. So it looks like you pled for a payment plan on those. You were told you could pay, and we never heard back from you. So here's your total. Your total due with your jail credit. Your total on the KPS due right now is $762. So can you pay that today?
No, I can have my boyfriend can make like maybe half of that, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, it's been 2 years. So do you have any reason why you haven't contacted us or you didn't pay?
So whenever, it first happened, and I think, whenever I first made the arrangements and stuff, I had got accepted into a job course. So I went to Kansas for school, and whenever I came back, I forgot about them for a little while, up until I think maybe about a month ago when I got pulled over. The officer had told me I had the warrants and stuff and the KPS fines, and I just haven't got a job yet. So but I haven't called or anything like that.
He told you about him, but he didn't arrest you for him?
Yes, because yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, did you call or try to make any effort once you knew about him?
I called last week, and I was just kind of asking, if I come up there to try to make arrangements, but I don't have any money, am I going to go to jail? And they basically said, no. So this week, I wanted to go sometime this week because I start work tomorrow at JBS, or I'm supposed to anyway.
Okay.
But no, I haven't been calling for the last 2 years.
So let me look at these comments real quick. Just give me a second. Oh, okay. You were set for a show cause hearing. That's what it was, I think. Hold on.
What is that?
Well, let me see. Just a minute. No, I had it wrong. Okay, just a second. Are you working now? You're going to start working at JBS, is that what you said?
Yes, I'm supposed to start tomorrow morning.
Okay. How much are you making?
I'll be making $22 an hour.
Wow, 40 hours a week?
Yes, 48 hours, guaranteed 48.
You're starting tomorrow?
Yes, I'm supposed to start tomorrow. The bus leaves here at 4 o'clock. In the morning.
Where have you been working the last year?
I've been cleaning houses, and
Uh-huh.
then for about 2 months, I had got a job at Wesley Community Center.
Uh-huh.
So you know how Tyson, they have their B shift?
Yeah.
And so we would watch, they had a contract with the Tyson for us to watch the B shift
Mhm.
children, but there wasn't enough employees, so they basically, all of us, you know, they were gonna just lay all of us off.
Mhm.
So that's whenever, I just put in my application and stuff at JBS.
Mhm.
About the past year I haven't been working, I was kind of had like a little side, I don't know how you call it, like I had like a break of psychosis. But I did go to the pavilion and I got started on some medications and I've been, balanced out now.
Okay, so, well, I'm gonna tell you this, you should have contacted us, I'm gonna find that you're not indigent, but that you failed to make a good faith effort. And I have a hard time believing you're gonna start the job tomorrow, that's kind of what people say when they wanna get out of jail, but I'm gonna remand you the custody of chief of police to sit out until such fine and court costs are paid. If the 762 is either paid or sat out, somebody can come pay it for you if you truly have a job starting. But you've had 2 years, 2 years.
Yeah, I understand.
Mhm.
How
So
many days would it be, if I do sit it
Oh.
out?
760 divided by 150 is 150 a day. So,
5 days?
mhm. Ooh, you're good at math. See, there you go. It's really, it's 5 or 6 days. Yeah, but somebody can come pay some of it down if you want to stay there less time.
How do I call? I know the phones are messed up here. How do I call and get a hold of somebody to do that?
I don't know. I didn't know the phones were messed up there. Have they been messed up? You'll just have to ask your pod officer, or I just don't know.
Okay.
So, y'all, the phones are just out. They'll allow you to call as soon as they can, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. You may return to your pod. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope we convinced you to make that call to purchase this once-in-a-lifetime offer. And if we didn't, don't worry, because you will hear the same crap from someone else tomorrow. We are Time Records, and you have been served.